Good morning. Good morning. My name is Rick Noda. I am the founder of T3 Body and your host here at T3 Talks, where we tighten, tactical, and transition. Now, you guys, we've had a great week. I've really been extremely motivated because I've had 3 or 4 people ask me where to get the passion planners. So Esteban's going to go ahead and include that link at the bottom here. I've also asked, or a few people have asked me, besides the book that we talked about, the nonviolent communication, asked us what other books that I've read. One of the books that I've read, which is kind of nice, is the Level Up book that I think is really important because those of you who are gamers, it really talks about like kind of Mario Kart, like kind of like treating your life like a video game. For those who are a little bit more in the more of the psychological, or what I'd say the financial part, I've read the entire series of The Millionaire Next Door and The Millionaire Mindset, which are a little bit more under the self-help books. And then one nice thing of a source of like diet and information is I've read a few books on flexitarian, and of course my friend Dr. Alan Lim on The Table. The Table talks about the relationship of family style eating as it relates to depression and overeating, and gets you some great recipes too. But those are just some of the books and some of the outreach that's come across through my podcast. That's one of the reasons why, you guys, I created these podcasts. So don't forget to give me the thumbs up. Remember, if you like the video, subscribe, and if you like the video, down at the corner right there. Of course, I'm probably got it dyslexic. Boom, boom. It's probably the other way, of course. But so what are we going to wrap up the week with? Well, again, retouching on time management, retouching on 06, the new year or the restart of the year, what worked, what didn't work, how to work proactively. Now, a lot of people have asked me, like, well, dude, how can you do that? Well, you have heard me in previous podcasts, and on my Instagram, I see every day from Jacko, the Navy SEAL, you guys, and Esteban's going to put it up here in the board. He literally takes a picture of his watch with the date, and he wakes up at 4:30. And he does that every day. Now, those of you have seen, I have a workout. It's called the WOD, the workout of the day. So I'm a little off because I'm not exactly Zulu time right now, or what we should be today. Like I'm like at 147 workouts. Okay, those workouts are to show you how to get up early every day. So what I love about Jacko, again, he shows right there. He shows that, hey, this is what I'm doing. That's called leadership by example. Here's the standard I'm setting. Go after it. But I'm a cooperative leader. You know what? What I mean is, there's a good chance some of you work the night shift, all right, and you work until about midnight. There's no way you're going to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning because it just doesn't make sense to. Your body hasn't rested. But if you're working the night shift, you make your day is your night is your day and your day is your night, all right? Because when everyone's asleep, you're awake, all right? So one thing that which you have to do, especially when you work the night shift, you guys, is don't go to sleep. What? Yeah, I worked a night shift. My name is Tyler Durden, and I had 2 jobs, and I didn't really sleep. So when I would finish my night job at my assisted living facility, what I would do is when I got off work, I would stay up until midnight, until noon. Because your body then at noon only thinks it's taking a nap. So then I would sleep from 12 o'clock till 6, and basically I get up and do it again. That's a nice way of getting up early. So what I did was, instead of getting up 30 minutes earlier, I just stayed up. Now, read the studies about sleeping during the day and all that stuff. It ages you more. There's a lot of different things. It disrupts your natural biological clock. Doing it the way I showed you to do it also allows for you to age less and get some nice restful sleep. So those who live normal lives, all right? And when I mean my normal lives, you got a 9 to 5, you work Monday through Friday. We're going to put a picture there of ants again. Oh my God, the line! That's atypically where we freak out. We freak out when the line breaks. What do? Well, I'll give an example. My man Esteban here, all right? I know that he works like sometimes at 10 o'clock. Esteban is different because Armando works at 2, and Armando works from 2 to 10. So with Esteban, I got no problem with him getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, maybe even 4 o'clock in the morning, because most of the time when he gets off work, it's relatively 8, maybe, even with traffic, he'll get home around 9 o'clock. Now, he's getting restful sleep, but he's established himself a standard. Now, here's what Esteban does, and I know he does it once in a while. I'm putting him on blast, but just using a good example. He'll play Dungeons and Dragons until midnight or 2 o'clock in the morning. And then guess what? At 6:30, when he woke up at 3, he comes in like the Walking Dead. But that's okay, because he understands that I'm holding him accountable, and he's got a major goal to get down to 300 pounds, and that's going to keep him driving, okay? And that's when I say it's okay, and that's when I don't give a fuck about sleep, all right? Because I told him in a funny way, when he weighed 450 pounds, dude, you caught up a lot of that sleep, dude. You had 20 years of doing that extra sleep. Let's try to do 5 years with a little bit less sleep, huh? And it's funny, let me say it again. So think about it. If you're 20 years old and you've gotten big, you slept in, you ate all the shitty food, you've got like 20 years of bad habits or 10 years of bad habits. If you're going on 2 or 3 years of good habits, guess what? I got 8 years of good habits until we get even, right? So that's nice. So he slowly, like when I first met him, wasn't going to get up early, but he saw the chugga, the momentum going. And you guys, we recorded, and some days we're recording these podcasts at 6 a.m. That means he's got to leave his house get up at 4 to do his ADLs, to do everything, so that when he's here, he knows I'm going hot. Because he knows I'm up at 4, I'm up at 5. I'm not taking, I need my coffee. Fuck that. You're ready, you're going, he's doing. But that's a great example because we establish core values: community, accountability, and fun. God, country, family. Proper prior planning prevents piss poor performance, and smart. And that allowed for him to have the motivation to inspire him to get up early. Not everybody has to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Just try to get up 30 to 45 minutes before. So if you go to work at 8 o'clock, and you normally, and this is true story, I know this is my daughter, straight up, takes a shower at night, does everything. She gets up like 20 minutes, boom, to get out of the house. If one thing goes wrong, let's say you throw down a deuce, you guys, and you stop up the toilet. There goes your 20-minute window, all right? She also doesn't eat and doesn't get her hydration in that way. So everything we talked about Monday, about making sure your brain dump is done the night before, guess what? I can get out of the house in 20 minutes, and guess what? I would have done, my clothes was already pre-picked. My food was already prepped. I knew that my stuff was already in the car, ready to go. So literally when I get out of bed, and if I wanted to wait to the last minute, I could do it. But why do I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning? Because I'm selfish. It's for me. There's nobody there. So in your life, there's a selfish time that you can get up. But here's what getting up early does, and it does one thing only: establishes discipline. Because that no one at that point, your wife who's asleep next to you, the snooze alarm goes out, there's nothing else there but you. And whatever self-talk gets you up right there is the same self-talk that's going to get you through a hard day at your job. It's the same self-talk when you have a douchebag say something that you're going to say in the back of your mind: strong body, strong mind, kind heart. There is no other factor, you guys. So really, what is the glue to be successful? What is the glue to really be happy? Have the discipline, have the sack, have that when no one else is around. It's just you and your phone and your alarm clock. Get up and create that discipline. So when I say our motivation inspires you be better, just have the discipline to get up. That's simple. I'm going to tell you, Esteban, I'm proud of you for getting up early in the morning. I want to be more proud of people out there. I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for checking out our videos. If you want to go ahead and subscribe, go ahead and hit that button right below. Or if you want to check out the latest video right here over my shoulder, go ahead and click that link. If you want to check us out on our social networks, we're at T3 Body Encinitas. That's T3 Body Encinitas. Or shoot me a quick email at info@T3 Body Encinitas, where our motivation inspires you to be better. See you guys soon.